We know that if public sector pay keeps going up, then it will only keep inflation high for longer.
MPs have just slapped themselves on the back with a £2,200 a year pay rise, and the Prime Minister wants to lift curbs on pay for city bosses. Meanwhile, we've got 2 million adults in the UK who can't afford to eat every day, and hospitals setting up food banks for nurses. Under the Conservative government, we've seen a decade of wage stagnation and soaring in work poverty. And having promised this,
that is the direction in which this country is going now, towards a high wage, high skill, high productivity, and yes, thereby a low tax economy.
What he's delivered is the highest UK taxation in 70 years and the biggest drop in living standards since 1956. And if that's not bad enough, the OBR has found average real wages will actually be lower in 2026 than they were in 2008.
Cutting national insurance next month.
Even Larry the Cat knows that what the Chancellor is trumpeting as a tax cut is a partial reversal of a massive tax hike. The Chancellor has hiked taxes for working people to their highest level in 70 years. Don't just take my word for it.
So in 2 years, you've raised taxes the same amount as Gordon Brown did in 10 years.
And here's the Chancellor himself.
You accept that the tax burden is now up?
Yes.
Not only that, he's broken a manifesto pledge not to raise taxes.
Read my lips, we will not be raising taxes.
In relation to those particularly reliant on universal credit but are in work, they'll get an extra £1,000.
The Chancellor has cut universal credit, actually cut it by £1,000 a year, at a time when the cost of food, energy and fuel prices are soaring. The policy the Justice Secretary is talking about only applies to the 40% of people receiving the benefit who are actually in work. It won't make a blind bit of difference to the remaining 60%. That's 5.3 million claimants who aren't in work. And he knows it. That's 5.3 million claimants on universal credit. The overwhelming majority who have lost £1,000, not gained it.
All sorts of things which show that this economy, the basics are right.
A new IMF forecast suggests that by next year we will have the slowest growth of any advanced economy, with the single exception of Russia.